We remember that history. We realize that that struggle continues.
As we watch Black Lives Matter protests across our country, Denver's Latino community comes together to take a stand today. Demonstrators here in Denver are remembering something that happened half a century ago. As young people take up the mantle, Denver 7's Lance Hernandez shows how that memory feels more relevant than ever.
Today was the celebration of a movement of Latinos standing up for their rights. 50 years ago in Los Angeles, 20,000 people protested against the high casualty rate of Chicanos in the Vietnam War.
Several people were killed, including Ruben Salazar, who was a reporter for the Los Angeles Times. He was shot in the head with a tear gas canister while he was sitting in a bar.
That force galvanized the Latino community in Denver, which had experienced its own run-ins with police.
I think it's important for us to not only remember the past, but to imagine and reimagine a future that is more just and closer to the liberation that I think we've been fighting for.
Community members gathered in La Raza Park as part of the National Day of Action against racism, sexism, and fascism. Luis Valdez's grandmother was one of the founding members of La Raza.
She was, someone who raised me that when you believe in something, you have to stand up and you have to fight for it.
Tony Garcia says the people who were in this park standing up for their rights decades ago are watching younger generations stand up today.
And say, my children will not go through the same thing that my parents went through, and we will create a better world for them, a world where they have opportunities to go choose what happens in their lives without fear of being stopped in the wrong place at the wrong time with being the wrong color.
Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.